Hi, I'm Dan. I'm here with Analog Zone at NAMM 2017. This is the Intellijel booth, so I'd love to show you some of our new products. So if you come on over here, the first thing is something that we've been working on for a while with Applied Acoustic Systems, which is another Canadian company, and it's a physical modeling percussion synthesizer. So what that means is that we have a resonator section with a whole bunch of different algorithms like beam, marimba, drumhead, plate, strings, and we have an exciter that has a model of a mallet and a noise source with filtering and envelopes. So in combination, we can get a whole bunch of realistic percussion sounds that we can then manipulate and create almost any kind of sound afterwards. So if I run this sequencer, so if I load a different model, beam, and I can go to a different preset, like let's try a snare, or a hi-hat. And what's kind of neat about this is that there's a CV selection of the preset so that you can recall a preset per step to get sort of pseudo multi-timbrability. And also it's two-voice polyphonic at full resolution. So when you're triggering sounds, you can have them overlap and you can see the state of the two resonators. There's randomize and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, we're pretty excited about this module. It sounds great and it'll be a really nice addition to our palette of sounds. Below that, we have the Tetrapad. And the Tetrapad is a custom force and position sensor array. So we've got 4 columns. You can see there's LEDs underneath, and there's a whole bunch of different modes. So right now we're in a mode that allows you to set a level and pressure. If I click each one of these, I can have it, instead of latching, it can be momentary. If I go here, I can pick different modes. So there's like up to 12 different modes right now. So like, let's say I go here. This is a chord mode. So there's a chord recall per step. If I want to edit it, I can pick a step. I can set the bass pitch. I can offset it. Or I can go into this alternate mode. Again, set the bass pitch and then select from chord presets, invert them, and rotate the notes. We're going to have a master module later in the year that will allow you to sequence them, do morph control, and a whole bunch of more advanced functionality. But you can, even without that, you can still link 2 of these together because there's an I2C header that allows you to connect them, to chain them. And that header is compatible with mono products. We're going to hope to work with them later to try and make sort of a family work together. Okay, oh, and just so we don't lose track, price on this is $309, price on this will be $299. Over here we have the Quad VCA. We've been making VCAs for a while, and we've had a while to sort of evolve our design. And this one is 4 channels. Each channel has a boost switch, which allows you to get a 6 dB gain on the channel, which is really handy. There's variable response from exponential to linear, level control, and bipolar or dual color LED to show bipolar CV. The CV is all normal together. You can break the normals by attenuating them, and then the outputs are cascaded mixed, so you can by normaling too. So you can get sub mixes, or you can take the end output to get a 4-channel mixer. So this is a mixer, amplifier, VCA, does a bunch of stuff in a small space, and it's $189. So it's a pretty nice price. $189, yeah. And then next to here is something I think is totally unique to Eurorack. I've never seen a module like this. It solves a problem for something I've been wanting to do for a while. So if I take, I'm going to turn down this drum. If I take a monophonic sequence and I put it into the gate and the CV, so right now we've got a sequence from the Metropolis. Each gate advances the voice allocator. So right now we have it set to 2 voices. So it is alternating between 2 shapeshifters right now. I could have up to 4 voices. You can see that it's advancing. So basically what it's doing is it's like pod, sample, and hold, plus sequential switch for gate, and sequential switch for the sample and hold. And because it's digital, we could do stuff like change the order to be random, up or down, ping pong. And then also if we switch to SR mode, it becomes an analog shift register. So both are playing at the same time, and the pitch is being shifted and rotated through. Okay, so the pitch is being rotated through. It's pretty fun for getting more interesting sequences out of stuff, but you could use it for modulation purposes. You could use it as a pulse divider, a whole bunch of stuff. It's just kind of a useful utility. And the price for that will be, I think, about $159. And then if we go over here, we have redone the Springray from scratch. So the old Springray was a voltage-driven. I'll turn up the. Let's turn up the Plonk so we can hear this. It's hard to hear right now. So this is a current driven. It means we get a much better frequency response. There's a Vactral-based limiter circuit that allows you to get a really full signal when you really limit it. And we have, instead of the Ambler tilt EQs, we have parametric EQ that's fully voltage controllable so that you can do sweeps, and you can also control your feedback drones with it. And then, like, there's some cool stuff you can do with this. Like, if you cut and you have a low Q, you can do kind of phasor responses. And it still allows you to connect multiple tanks and all that stuff. So I think that's all the 5U modules. And then really quickly in 1U, we have line in, high quality headphone driver, buff mult, and then this sort of random toolkit module that has clock, random pulses, pink and white noise, sample, track and hold, which is analog 2, and a slew circuit. And then over here we have digital reverb, and that's a low price too. That's going to be 69 bucks. It's like a kind of a, uses like this Accutronic mini tank, but it's unusual and very interesting, very musical. And you can also see over there we have 104 HP cases, and these are going to be available in a few months. And we're actually going to drop the price on the original 84 HP. We're going to put a slightly different power supply in, drop the price by 100 bucks, and then these ones will be about 639. And we have a soft case that we tested out on the way here. We're still going to refine it a bit, but so far it's working pretty well. I think that's it. So thanks for visiting us again, and hope to see you again next year.